Right, let's talk about one of my favorite ideas from the last couple of years. Christmas trees. We use a lot of them, and every year, I don't know where you're from, but where I'm from, every year people throw a gazillion Christmas trees on a big pile, big bonfire. So this couple in London started a simple company where you can rent your Christmas tree. It's pretty simple. You get a Christmas tree that comes in a pot, so they don't cut it off, deliver to your home. After Christmas, they pick it back up and it goes back into the field. They do that for a couple of years until the tree reaches a certain height. I think it's like about 2 meters or something. Then it goes back into nature with his other Christmas tree friends. Therefore, you can still have a cool, real Christmas tree with, you know, a pot underneath, and you don't waste a whole bunch of Christmas trees. This is one of my favorite innovative ideas of the last couple of years. Now, I doubt that this was the first idea they came up with and they just launched it like that. There's usually a lot in between having a couple of ideas and making that into a reality. So in this little video, let's talk a bit about prototyping and prototyping. If you don't know the difference, prototype is where you make something so you have a working product or a working service. You have something set up to make that as real as possible. You just have a demo or something like that. And a prototype is something that comes before that. It's something that's even simpler. It could be something like a drawing on the back of a napkin. Maybe something you quickly put together with some sticky tape and some putty at home. That's prototyping. Prototyping is super lean and super simple. And here's why they are important. Because prototypes and prototypes and demos, they all serve the same purpose. They help you, one, communicate the idea to other people so you can get feedback, you can learn. Two, it will actually make your idea better. With every iteration, with everything you change, you're gonna learn new and different things. A nice little story is that the founders behind the Anyway Up Cup, it's like a sippy cup for kids that doesn't spill. They wanted to get it out into the market. They took one of the Anyway Up Cups, they filled it up with cranberry juice, they put it in a box with a handwritten note that said, if you can still read this, that means that our invention works. It's a great little idea of how you can take a demo, send it out into the world to communicate what the idea is. Of course, they got the funding, then they got into all the stores, and the rest is history. Another great benefit of making your ideas real is that you can make the idea better. So this is the James Dyson's bagless vacuum cleaner, which was launched years ago. I want you to guess, you can pause the video, I want you to guess how many demos, how many models, how many prototypes that they make before they actually got to this final product which is sent out into the world. Pause the video, think about it. Whatever the number is, you're probably wrong. It was 5,127 different prototypes. The first one basically was like a shoebox with a bit of like toilet paper, kitchen roll, kind of the thing in the middle with some sticky tape. It was a version 1, quick and easy, nice and quick. With every model they build, they got a little bit better. So let me give you a couple of examples of how you can make your ideas real. So you got a whole bunch of ideas. How can you quickly turn it into something that people can respond to? You can communicate, you can make it better. Let's say that you have a process for something. Maybe you can storyboard it. It's as simple as taking a piece of paper and drawing stuff out. What happens first and then what happens and then where they go. Or you can take that one step further. Let's say you have a new packaging idea, like a new can, something, the way to open something. Well, could you have something molded out of clay? Could you ask somebody to make you a 3D model, something like this? It won't be perfect, but maybe you could take that to your customers, to your consumers, put it in their hands and say, so what do you think if it opens like this and how does it feel? And just have a conversation around one. This is all about finding simple ways to take that idea out of the head from a piece of paper and making it real. Another great example of testing your idea out is Zappos. Tony Hsieh had this idea of selling shoes online because he didn't know how it worked. He basically went into the stores every time somebody ordered a pair of shoes online and he would just wrap it up and send it by post. Really clunky way, but it was his first kind of demo, his first prototype to test whether the ideas behind Zappos would work or not. Because hardly any of these successful innovations you see out there went linear. Nothing was like we had an idea, launched in the market, done. Very often the earlier versions you see of something looked completely different. And one of the simple tests to do this, once you have, let's say, 5 ideas you like, give people an hour and say, how can we go test some of this? How can we go test whether people are excited about this? Do people want to pay money for this? Does it actually work? That's what this is all about. So making your ideas real to make sure they don't just stay in your head and don't go anywhere. So there you have it. What are you going to make today?